Did you know subject 2 is hitch pins? And learned a lot about hitch pins over the last few years, but if you think of a hitch pin that hooks up this ammonia wagon with the 2 tanks to a truck, you realize that we are carrying many of our farm implements on a hitch pin, a single pin. These are what the hitch pins look like. And if you notice the one on the upper left, that is a grade 5 pin. If you looked at the one on the right, it's a grade 8 pin. And just like we grade bolts, these are the same grades, grades 3, 5, and 8. Now, these hitch pins can break, as you can see by the upper left. This pin only lasted about 15 minutes before it actually was sheared. On the right, if you kind of look at how this wagon trailer is connected to the tractor, you can see 2 places where that pin on right underneath there by the drawbar, there's 2 places where that pin, as this instrument moves back and forth, can be stressed. And again, what we're concerned about specifically with anhydrous ammonia is these wagons coming loose, causing serious problems, and/or trailers coming off and hitting, in this case, this truck. So what you will notice here on this particular table, we have converted the hitch pins. You can see the grades on your left, the second column. You can actually see the diameter of the pin, and then you can see the single and double shear where those things are bending. That's how much pounds that these things can actually carry. So for instance, if you're looking at that first wagon, let's assume that's 25,000 pounds. All right. All right. I'm going to stop here. So let's assume here then we have this particular, 2 small wagons, and that wagon is, let's just say, is carrying 25,000 pounds. What we're going to use on this table is called the single shear, and that's putting all the pressure at one of those 2 spots in case something should break. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I had a 3/4 pin and a grade 2. That grade 2 at a single shear would be 13,622. Notice that when I go to a 5/8 grade 5, that number goes up to 22, and then the same thing, 5/8 grade 8 goes up to 27,000. So if you looked at that, you can see that my tractor, my bin is 25,000. So it tells me what pin to select. But I really kind of set you up here for failure, because am I pulling 25,000 pounds or more? So if you notice this one, I've got the one trailer and another one that I'm pulling. And so that single pin that you can see behind the tractor is actually having to carry both of those. When you're in the real world and you see a pin that bends, that's a victory for you because it didn't break. And that's telling you now that the weights that you're carrying are stressing what these pins are designed to carry. It's a complex, actually, for a single bolt. It's a pretty complex topic. And so what we've done here is to say, did you know there were ratings to a hitch pin? Many people do not know that. And so there is a video that will explain more about the table, more how to select the hitch pins, and some things that you can do to protect your assets and the lives of people traveling with you on the road.